All right, this is our 9 minute and 40-second core routine. 30 seconds of exercise time, a 20-second break. We're doing 4 different exercises, 3 rounds. It's in and out, it's quick. And what we're trying to do is just fire up the core, get our center of our body really opened up and working. And we're trying to get a good burn. Now, if this stuff bugs you at all, you back off a little bit, you either slow it down or I will show you some different variations that you can do on the breaks. All right, so here we go. We're going to start up first with the plank rock. And this is so simple. We're going to be in the plank position. For plank, make sure your hands are in line. We're not crisscrossing. Or you can also cross like this. I just don't want to see the hands in like this. I want to see you be able to hold this position with the arms. Make sure we're nice and tall. A lot of people shrug here, or we let the hands and shoulders collapse. This is full body. So from head to toe, we are working. We're going to be in this position. We're pushing forward and back. Now, when I push forward, I'm not letting my hips drop. I'm not letting my hips come up. I'm trying to stay in this line here. Just like a saw, we're trying to saw the log. Saw the log. Head leads, push with the arms, pull back with the toes. You're pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling. We're doing this for 30 seconds. Starting up in 3, 2, let's go. Staying nice and long, nice and tall. So push yourself forward with the toes, push yourself back with the arms. It's kind of a mix between the two. Belly button's pulled in a little bit. And again, we're trying to breathe the whole time. If you want to add a little more range to this, feel free to go down, put a little press. Now, as you do this, you have to push yourself up with the arms and the shoulders. You can also just stay here. You can minimize the movement. You can also stop for a few seconds. If you get tired, you're like, oh, I got to finish this up, and I'm going to hold. Good. That's what we're trying to do. Next move, we're going to go side plank, but for the adductors, okay? So for this one, side plank, adductors are on the inside. I'm going to take my top leg, cross it over. Foot is planted. We can go a little further. You can adjust it. From here, shoulder right over the elbow. We're going to lift the hips up off the ground. Okay, from there, this leg is down still, but I want to pressure here on this leg. So I'm going to lift this leg up. And now I got a lot of pressure on this leg here. Make sure we're not collapsing down. We're staying really tall. You can also take the foot and lightly help. So if you want to get less pressure here, but enough, help yourself out and use this foot a little bit. We're still driving up. We're still pulling ourselves up. We're pushing up with this leg, staying nice and tall. Got a couple seconds, trying to hang in there. Coming back down, doing the other side. A lot of people forget about the adductors. They're huge, huge, huge pieces to our hips, our core, our lower backs. If you play sports, it's so important that your adductors are strong and active. Here we go. Same thing on this side. Remember, use this leg to help you up, drive up, and we're getting that foot off the ground. So from here, a way you can make it harder is take the leg out and try going back and forth. Okay? If you can't do this, that's fine. I just want to give you something to shoot for as you start to get better at these. For now, we can just hang here, work on your hip height. If it's too much, you put the foot down. Next level, next level. So these are different variations you can handle. If you get pain in the shoulder, adjust your arm. Try putting it here and here. Oh yeah, okay. Now we're gonna get some hamstring, glute, backside work. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna be on our backs. We're gonna go, we call this long lever. So long lever here, meaning this is fully locked out. I wanna be just slightly bent at the knees, pull the toes back, lift up the hips. From here, if you just wanna hold this, this is version 1. Version 2, pick up one leg. Version 3, you're cranking back and forth. Just like this, version 4, arms off the ground, less support. So these are different ways you can work this. I'm going to switch sides on the next round. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm going to have to go back one round because I didn't put that in correctly. That's okay. We got to get the other side. So I'm going to take it back to the break before that. So we had an additional round. So we had another 20 seconds. Don't worry. You'll be okay. All right. So same thing. My left side is my weak side. So I know it's going to be a good challenge here. You can also vary it up. If you need to bring the feet a little closer, that's fine. But the longer we can get, the better on these. Lift the hips up. Okay. Not in the low back. We should be thinking about driving the heels down through the ground. From there, maintain that. Maintain it. Maintain. We're just working this. Again, you can also just creep walk. Keep both feet there. I can offset a little bit. I'm going to put more pressure on the left, a little less on the right. A lot of different ways that you can still maintain this without just dropping down. So make sure we're trying to maintain. We're not in pain. We're in control. We're feeling a good burn. Boom. We're going to take a 30 on this. Give yourselves a little break here. Okay. We're going to vary it up a little bit. Same moves, same concepts, but I'm going to throw some different versions and variations. Feel free to try them out or stick with what we've been doing. 15 seconds, we'll get going. The whole idea when it comes to core work, short and sweet. And yes, this is just body weight. We can add more things to it, but right now, this is a quick go-to to help you get your core working and feeling good. Back to the plank. We're going to plank rock. Now, for those that want to give it a shot, pick up one foot and keep it in the air and work the plank rock. Work the plank rock. So we're going back and forth using that one foot. You can also switch it halfway through where you're going back and forth. Challenge yourselves here. Now that other leg that's in the air, I'm not just letting it hang. I'm punching it away. It's staying engaged. If we don't have it engaged, it's loose energy. It's hard to make up for. Boom, got that done. Side plank for the adductors. For those crazy people that want to try a different version, instead of being on the elbow, you can go on the hand, pick up here, legs a little straighter, and from here, we're going to pick up. I like keeping a little bend in the knee. I feel like it helps me feel it more in the groin. You're welcome to press out straight if you can handle it. Awesome. From here, we're staying tall. We're not getting shrugged down here. We're pushing up. We've got a string pulling us up by the hip. And again, from here, I can add movement, or I can just try to hold this position. Again, you could be on the ground with the elbow. I wanted to show different versions so you can see what to work your way up to or give a shot. Again, just holding this, a little bend, a little help, little things we can do to get these moves done. If that bugs the wrists, totally get it. You can also do that from the elbow. It's a lot harder. But if it does bug the wrist, you can grab a dumbbell, put your hand on the dumbbell, grab the mat, double up the mat, and put your wrist here like this to help with a little alleviation. Let's get that other side. Nice and tall. I'm going to keep this locked out. Boom. Push myself. If you play sports, this is a huge move. Going left and right, staying tall through the adductor. If you play any sport, you have to move left, right, front, and back. This is a great one for you. We're holding. Oh, this one's on fire right now. And breathe. It's hard. It's hard to get it done. And we're staying. I'm going to rock a little bit. Big reach. Oh, yeah. Okay. This time, laying on the back, we're going to go hamstring walk outs. So this time, we're walking our legs one step at a time. So from here, same thing. But we're going to walk ourselves to get out as far as we can. Walking out, walking out, walking out. I'd like to do 2 steps, 3 steps, and then really feel out how far I can get. And then smaller steps back. Bigger 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reposition myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mess around with it and see what feels best. For me, it felt like the 6th step was good. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Oh, yeah. Let's finish this up. We got one more round. One more round. We're going back to the plank rock. Oh, yeah. Feeling good. Abs feel good. Arms feel good. Legs feel good. I'm sweating. Working up a little sweat. That's what we want. Here we go. Last round. For those crazy ones who had the leg in the air, if you want to go a little crazier, add a little reach with the knee. Pull it in. Pull it in. Again, you can do a variation of all of these. You don't have to just stick to the same one. If you feel comfortable with it, keep trying. If it bugs you, revert back to the easier one, and over time, you'll get stronger. Train the body to work together. Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo! Where are we at? Side plank? Yeah, that thing. Oh, man. All right. 3 more rounds. That's it. It's only 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And 3 of those, 60 seconds of that is actually breaks. So we're okay. We got this. Let's roll. I'm going to go hard version again. Now I can work on a little more speed Okay. If you're here, great. If you're here, awesome. If you're on the ground with the elbow, no problem. Again, find the version that works for you and work yourself up. Totally fine with that. That's kind of how we find our threshold. Sometimes you might do the easy version, the medium version, and then the hard. Sometimes it's all easy. Sometimes it's all medium. Sometimes it's you got that energy for the hard. Woo! Feeling that in the adductor big time, opposite shoulder, and go figure that this and this are connected big time. Big time when we do anything, cross patterns in the body. All right, here we go. We're getting up. 3, 2, 1. Stay strong through that hip and add that rock. It's probably better when I'm tired. I don't talk as much. That's all right. I got to get focused. This left side is much tougher for me. Boom. Last one here. We're going back to the back. Oh, yeah. So the hamstring walkout. This time, we're going to work that hamstring walkout with a little hip raise. So heels driving into the ground. We're going to walk out. We're going to touch and drive up. Touch, drive up. Touch, drive up. Don't let the toes flare out. Try to keep the toes pointing towards each other. Bend the knees a little bit more. See if that feels better, worse, harder, easier. It's all an experiment, but we're trying to get those hammies to fire with the glutes and not just arching in the lower back. Toes are going to want to flare out. Try to bring the big toes towards each other. You'll feel it a lot more in those hammies. Whew. Very glad to hear those beeps right now because I am nice and warm, nice and ready. Abs are on fire. And whether this is your workout for the day, your finisher, or a pre-workout, I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please share, subscribe. I'll see you guys with the next one.